Switzerland, as we know it, wasn't always about majestic mountains and delicious chocolate. Imagine a landlocked country buried under a colossal ice sheet, not exactly a tourist hotspot. That was Switzerland during the last glacial period, where woolly mammoths roamed instead of bankers. As the ice receded, hardy hunter-gatherers moved in, leaving behind traces of their existence in caves and rock shelters. These early inhabitants adapted to the challenging terrain, learning to survive in the shadow of towering peaks. Their story, though shrouded in the mists of time, marks the beginning of human presence in this alpine wonderland. Fast forward a few millennia, and we see the emergence of Celtic tribes, the Helvetii being the most prominent. These skilled warriors and artisans left their mark on the cultural landscape, leaving behind a legacy that would later be woven into the fabric of Swiss identity. Little did they know their peaceful existence was about to be interrupted by a force from the south, the mighty Roman Empire. The Romans, known for their organized chaos and love of a good conquest, set their sights on Switzerland. After some initial resistance, the Helvetii found themselves under Roman rule, which, to be fair, wasn't all bad. Roman roads, infrastructure, and administration brought a certain level of order to the wild Swiss lands. Latin, the language of the conquerors, infiltrated the local dialects, eventually giving rise to French, Italian, and Romansh, adding to the linguistic tapestry of the country. Roman influence laid the groundwork for future developments, shaping Switzerland's destiny in subtle yet profound ways. After the Roman Empire took its dramatic bow from the world stage, various Germanic tribes moved in, bringing their own customs and languages. The Burgundians, Alemanni, and Franks all had their turn, leaving their mark on the cultural and linguistic landscape. This melting pot of influences created a complex web of allegiances and rivalries, setting the stage for the emergence of a unique political entity, the Swiss Confederacy. The story of the Swiss Confederacy reads like a classic tale of rebellion against oppression, seasoned with a dash of alpine pragmatism. In the late 13th century, three cantons, Uri, Schwyz, and Unterwalden, decided they'd had enough of Habsburg rule. Legend has it that they signed a pact, the federal charter, on a meadow called the Rutli, swearing to defend their freedoms against all odds. This act of defiance, later immortalized in the legendary tale of William Tell and his apple-shooting skills, sparked a movement. Other cantons, drawn to the promise of self-determination, joined the Confederacy. The Swiss, armed with pikes and a healthy dose of mountain grit, proved to be formidable opponents, repelling numerous attempts by the Habsburgs to reclaim control. The Swiss Confederacy, far from being a centralized state, operated more like a loose alliance of independent cantons, each fiercely protective of its autonomy. This decentralized structure, while sometimes chaotic, fostered a spirit of cooperation and compromise, essential for navigating the treacherous waters of European politics. Section 4. Reformation Rifts and Napoleonic Exploits, Navigating Tumultuous Times. The Reformation, a religious earthquake that shook Europe to its core, didn't spare Switzerland. The Swiss, never ones to shy away from a good theological debate, especially after a few glasses of wine, found themselves divided along religious lines. Zwingli in Zurich and Calvin in Geneva challenged the authority of the Catholic Church, sparking a period of religious strife. The 30 Years' War, a continent-wide conflict fueled by religious and political tensions, spilled over into Switzerland, testing the Confederacy's resilience. While not directly involved, Switzerland suffered from the economic and social consequences of the war, reminding them of the fragility of peace in a continent prone to conflict. Napoleon Bonaparte, the ambitious Corsican who reshaped the map of Europe, didn't overlook Switzerland. In 1798, his troops marched in, ending the old Swiss Confederacy and imposing a centralized Helvetic Republic. The Swiss, accustomed to their decentralized system, weren't thrilled. Napoleon, ever the pragmatist, eventually recognized the wisdom of Swiss neutrality and restored a modified federal system, albeit with some territorial adjustments. Section 5. The Sound of Neutrality, mostly, Switzerland in the World Wars. The 19th century saw Switzerland grapple with the challenges of modernization and industrialization. The rise of tourism, fueled by the allure of the Alps and the invention of the cogwheel railway, brought new opportunities and challenges. Switzerland, navigating the turbulent waters of European power struggles, clung to its policy of neutrality, a stance that would be tested during the World Wars. World War I, a conflict that engulfed Europe in a whirlwind of destruction, saw Switzerland maintain its neutrality, providing humanitarian aid and serving as a communication channel between warring parties. This stance, while criticized by some, allowed Switzerland to preserve its sovereignty and emerge from the conflict relatively unscathed. World War II presented even greater challenges. Surrounded by Axis powers, Switzerland walked a tightrope, maintaining its neutrality while making concessions to Nazi Germany. This balancing act, while controversial, enabled Switzerland to avoid direct involvement in the war, preserving its infrastructure and financial system. Section 6: Chocolate, Cheese, and Global Finance. Switzerland today. Post-war Switzerland witnessed an economic boom, fueled by its stable political system, skilled workforce, and reputation for financial discretion, some might say secrecy. The country became a global hub for banking, insurance, and high-end manufacturing, attracting businesses and individuals seeking a safe haven for their assets. Switzerland's tradition of neutrality continued to shape its foreign policy. The country, while not a member of the European Union, actively participates in international organizations, advocating for peace, human rights, and sustainable development. Its role as a mediator and facilitator of dialogue is widely recognized, cementing its reputation as a responsible global citizen. Tourism, a mainstay of the Swiss economy, continued to flourish, drawing visitors from around the globe eager to experience the country's natural beauty, efficient infrastructure, and high standard of living. Switzerland, with its blend of tradition and modernity, became a symbol of prosperity, stability, and of course, delicious chocolate. Section 7. Staying Swiss in a changing world, the enduring allure of a unique nation. In the 21st century, Switzerland faces the challenges of globalization, technological advancements, and social change. The country, known for its pragmatism and ability to adapt, continues to navigate these complexities, seeking to preserve its unique identity while embracing the future. The Swiss model, with its emphasis on direct democracy, consensus building, and a strong work ethic, continues to inspire and intrigue. Its ability to balance economic prosperity with social responsibility, environmental sustainability, and cultural diversity offers valuable lessons for a world grappling with uncertainty and change. Switzerland's story is a testament to the enduring power of human resilience, ingenuity, and a healthy dose of alpine stubbornness. From its glacial origins to its current status as a global player, Switzerland has consistently defied expectations, proving that even a small, landlocked country can leave an indelible mark on the world stage. And let's not forget the chocolate.